guys, welcome to Crystal's Copia, where we live a life of abundance. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to walk you through a recipe that I have found and just tweaked a little bit over the years for super quick, super delicious, and healthy protein balls. So if that's something that you're into, then just keep watching. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because it lets me know the type of content that you like. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video with me again. With that being said, let's get into the balls. This is a drawer that came out of one of my kitchen cupboards. I featured in my kitchen declutter Streamline video. I will leave that link down below. In this little pull-out drawer, I like to call it, is where I keep all of our baking stuff, which is back here in the back corner, if you can see. And then everything in front is what I use to make protein balls. Now, when I say we make these a lot, we make them every single week because we love them so much. So I like to keep everything in one place so it makes it nice and easy. And also, I have it written down on a little piece of paper. It just sits in the front. For those of you who don't know, I have 4 teenagers that are here with me. So I have 3 stepchildren that are here 50% of the time and then 50% of the time with their mom. And then I also have an extra son, a bonus son, if you will, that lives with us all the time. So the weird thing about our food is, like, sometimes there's 1 million people eating with us and then sometimes there's like 3. You'll see I have a couple different brands and things for these protein balls because I buy what's on sale. I buy from different stores, so you'll see me. I don't have a preference except for I try to be gluten-free as much as possible. So I do have some gluten-free Quaker oats that I'm going to use up and then ready to go on deck. These are from Aldi's. They're the Live Free brand and they're quick cook oats and they're also gluten-free. So again, I'm not picky about certain brands. I just try to buy what's on sale, try to buy local, I try to buy organic when I can. But so if you see a lot of different types, that's why. Okay guys, I always like to double this recipe just because, like I said, we make it every week and I like to make things easier on myself by not having to do this multiple times. So I'm gonna tell you what the single serving is and then obviously just double it. I did a cup of gluten-free oats and then I did a half a cup of chocolate chips. So I'm doubling everything. And then I'm going to do a half a cup also of unsweetened coconut flakes. And then 2 tablespoons of chia seeds for a single batch, 4 for a double. And then once I get all the dry ingredients, I'm just gonna go through and just kind of mix it with a big spoon. You can see, it's looking so good. I'm gonna go in with 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then a half a cup, well, a 1/4 of a cup for a single, half a cup for the double recipe of honey. I recommend getting local honey because if you have allergies, this will help. If you get something local, it helps with allergies because it's the bees that are in your area. All right, there's that. I'm just kind of mixing as I go. Again, this is like so easy, you guys. So good too. And then now I'm gonna go in with the peanut butter. This is 2/3 a cup peanut butter. Obviously, I doubled everything. A lot of peanut butter in this one, but it's gonna make a lot of balls, so it's gonna be so good. If you were wanting to make this more low carb, you could use flax instead of oatmeal, or just less oatmeal if you were just trying to do low carb and not no carb. Also, you could do Truvia instead of, or stevia instead of honey. And then you're just gonna mix it all up. I'm gonna bring you guys closer. As you guys are mixing this, you want to just kind of press the back of your spoon in there, and that's going to push the dry oatmeal into the peanut butter and help you just mix it up easier. This is honestly the hardest part, is just getting it all mixed. Everything else is super easy. And then I always have my containers ready for when I'm going to roll them up to store. You want to refrigerate these for, I would say, at least an hour before you eat one, just so they stay together. And a good way to tell if it's all mixed is it'll all turn kind of this light brown color. You won't see as much of the white from the coconut and from the oatmeal. It's looking really good. It's almost there. Now I'm gonna go through and wash my hands really good. Now I like to take a little bit of coconut oil and spray my hands with it just to make it easier. And then I use the tablespoon as kind of the gauge. I just grab it and roll it up. Simple as that. Pop them in the fridge. You guys can make these as big or as small as you want. I usually do tablespoon size because my kids usually take 2 at a time, and so it's a good amount. Now sometimes they'll kind of fall apart and you just have to kind of mush them like this, and that just gets that peanut butter worked around. And that's it, guys. Those are my delicious protein balls. So I'm really excited for October. We're gonna do so much in the kitchen. One thing that I have gotten feedback on is that you guys are having trouble with meal times, with snacks, things like that. Meal prep, real life meal prep, not where you make like 47 meals at once and you put them in like beautiful containers. Like, that's not gonna happen on this channel, so sorry guys. I did get an Instapot, and I also got a new cookbook called Cook Once, Eat All Week. I am so excited to show you guys that and to do a couple meals with you. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna show you my new Instapot and let you know what I think of it. I'm also gonna show you how I meal prep. And one thing that I love, or that I feel like I've got a handle on, just from trial and error and lots of error, is scaling our food. So what I mean by that is, like I said, kids are sometimes here, kids are sometimes not. And so I need to be ready, because on the nights we do have the kids, usually their boyfriend, girlfriend, or even sometimes just a friend will also be eating with us. So not only do we have our normal 4 kids plus Ryan and I, so 6 people, but we usually have 2 to 3 added kids as well. And then, like I said, sometimes they eat elsewhere or they have other plans. And I need my meals to be flexible so that I'm not wasting food on the days when they decide that they're not gonna eat, or they're like, oh, I'm gonna eat at mom's. Because that happens sometimes. And so I have kind of figured out how to make certain meals a lot bigger, and then I can freeze them for later, and then we can eat them on the days when there's only a few of us. And then also, I never ever make one meal at a time. It's just, I hate that. So I always am making 2 meals at a time, either one as a backup or prepping or freezing something, because if I'm gonna mess up my kitchen, which is the same thing with these protein balls, if I'm gonna mess up my hands in my kitchen, then I wanna get some bang for my buck, and I wanna have a day where I'm not messing up my kitchen as bad, at least, right? So I hope you guys are excited for this series. I'm not sure what I wanna call it. Like, I think the niche of this channel, I was really struggling with what I wanted to focus on for you guys, because there's just so many things I'm excited about and that we're into right now. But I just want this to be a place where it's constantly giving you help and advice on like everyday life and how to live a life of abundance without having to go in and do a crazy overhaul, or, you know, sacrifice your quiet time and your time to relax. Like, I don't want this to be a high pressure place, but I want it to be a place where we can simplify things and make them easier, and also make you more productive and happier, so that you have more time to do the things you actually enjoy doing, instead of always being bogged down with the day-to-day, because the day-to-day isn't going anywhere, and it's really not gonna slow up. You know, every stage of life, you know, obviously toddlers are tricky, but so are teenagers, and so are middle schoolers, and so are parents and animals. And so as long as we have stuff going on in our life, I'm here to hopefully help you remove some of that friction, live your best life, your life of abundance, eat delicious protein balls, all the things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Go make some protein balls, they're so good. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Thanks so much, guys. Bye. I didn't count them, but this is double the recipe, just to give you guys a gauge. This is the bigger Pyrex. So it makes quite a few, but not a ton. So I think doubling it never hurt.